Hi everyone. Hopefully you can see me okay here. All right. Welcome to our summer session of what are we? EDUC 521. I am going to briefly go through the syllabus just to give you an idea of what to expect and to talk about some of the policies and just how Canvas is set up. And so hopefully you'll find this helpful as we start the semester. So if you want to pull up the syllabus and follow along, I'm just going to kind of go page by page. You can take a look after I'm done talking, whatever works for you. So again, this is EDUC 521 for the summer. Because we are online, I will not be in the office this summer. I'm teaching 2 online courses, so I will be working from the comforts of home. And if you need to get in touch with me, the easiest way to do that is going to be through email or a Canvas message, or you can call my cell phone. I don't recommend that you call my work phone because I won't be there. So just keep those things in mind. If you need to have a meeting with me or you want to catch up, let me know and we can set up some sort of appointment for us to meet. If you take a look at the syllabus, you'll see the College of Ed mission and the conceptual framework. There is also a course description written on the syllabus. We will be looking at a lot of methodology, classroom-based research. I will be walking you through all the different types of research, how to read them, the different components. You will also be creating your own annotated bibliography as well as doing kind of a literature review in the form of kind of a research project. We'll also be working on APA and getting you ready to do your own research by completing the human subjects review information. It's important to remember that this is an online course. So this is already a pretty heavy course at 16 weeks, and we take 16 weeks and we smash it into 10 weeks. So when you're looking at the syllabus, it's going to seem possibly overwhelming, but please remember that because of the nature of the way that the summer courses are designed, there are times where we have 2 classes worth of information kind of put into one, or 1.5 classes of information into one week. So just kind of be prepared for that. If you take a look at the description and goals, you'll see that those are all written down for you, looking at educational research, the research process, looking for information. The textbook for this course is the Macmillan text. It is the 6th edition. I just can't allow my students to buy a $100 loose leaf packet that they have to put into a notebook. So I've been using the older editions and they're just fine. And so it is the 6th edition. If you have a newer edition, it's not a problem, but I've been trying to go back to actual books because they're cheaper. The other thing you will need for this course is an APA manual, and if you don't have one, I suggest that you have access to someone else's because APA will be vital in this particular course. You do need to know your APA. So everything is online, and you will see that there will be weekly modules for you to complete. Everything that you work on is due Sunday at midnight, or actually 11:59, so it's closed at that time. So you will need to have everything submitted on Canvas by Sunday night each week. I've tried really hard to create these online classes so that there is a way to engage with one another and interact. So hopefully you will find that to be the case. It's really important in terms of policies and procedures that you have access to Canvas and to your email. As an online course, this is the only way I have to get in touch with you. So if you're not accessing Canvas or you are not accessing your email, you're not participating. So if you have any problems with either of those, please make sure that you're contacting the help desk right away so that they can help you get that resolved. Late work, all assignments are due on the date that's listed on Canvas and on the syllabus. There are no exceptions. Not only is it due at 11:59, but if you fail to submit at that time, the folders actually disappear. So you can't submit late work. If there is something major that happens in your life, you're in a car accident, you are in the hospital, you have a death in the family, it is your responsibility to let me know that before the assignment is due, and it is only in rare situations will I approve an extension request. You must submit a document actually and get it approved by me before the due date for anything that's you know, out of the ordinary. So just go by kind of the idea and the expectation that nothing is due, nothing can be turned in late. So again, everything will be due in APA formatting, and that includes double spacing, typing, everything in 12-point font, Times New Roman, 1-inch margins. All of those things are standard, and every single thing you turn into me should be submitted that way. I would like to add that it's also important that when you are submitting your papers that everything is in complete sentences, even if it is one of the weekly application responses. Please submit everything in Word. Avoid PDFs because I have a hard time negotiating those files online. Academic integrity. If you are submitting your papers with research, please be sure that you are properly citing that research and you are giving credit to the authors who have said the information. We want to make sure that we are not intentionally or unintentionally plagiarizing by not citing and giving the appropriate credit to the person who actually wrote the information. It is your responsibility to have everything done by the due date, to be respectful, use first-person language when speaking with students about students with disabilities or any sort of other factors that may identify them. So instead of saying an autistic child, you want to make sure that you're saying a student with autism. We want to focus on the person first, not their disability or whatever characteristic that you may be discussing. If you look at the course outline or assignments and due dates, there's 3 columns. There's a date that everything is due, and it lists it by week. There are class topics, and then the readings, the activities, and the assignment due dates. I have tried to put everything that is actually due that must be submitted in bold so you can see all of those things listed on the right. And then the readings are in just regular font without the bold print. So you'll see during week 1, it's your responsibility to introduce yourself. You're going to take an APA quiz right out of the gate. There are also some readings that are on Canvas that may not be listed on the syllabus, but it's important for you to review those things just because it goes along with the quiz. So even if it's not listed specifically on the syllabus, if you look at the syllabus, you know, you'll see that you're supposed to read the manual and review other information, but also look to Canvas because sometimes I put other things on there that are going to help you with that week's assignment. So take a look at that as well. When you go onto Canvas, because something I want to point out, everything that I put on Canvas is in the module section. So your home page, when you go into Canvas for this course, it should go to the module page. I want to discourage you from going to the files section. A lot of students go into files and try to find things, and I don't want you to do that because when I develop my courses, I import my courses from semester to semester. And what happens is, as time has gone on, I've made changes to this course and I've improved upon things or changed things, but those files continue to carry over, and I can't always delete them or hide them because they just kind of live somewhere in Canvas. So it's important that you just stick to the module section, and you'll see that I give it to you week by week. I tell you exactly what you need to be looking at every week. So if you stick to that, you're not going to get confused by extra stuff that's in the file section. You want to look at the files, knock yourself out, but don't go there as your first place. Go to the module section. You'll also see in Canvas that I always list a place where all the assignments are explained. So everything that you'll be doing will be explained in Canvas, and so you'll see that all listed out as well. So take a look under Module 1. You'll see all the things that you're seeing in Canvas, and you might see a couple other things as well for you to read or address. Our weeks are on here, and again, you'll see 10 weeks, and you'll see that it's kind of heavy some weeks because I've had to combine 2 weeks worth of work into 1 week. So just kind of take a look at that. This class is evaluated on about 5 different criteria. You will be responsible for engaging in some Canvas discussions. There'll be 5 of those throughout the semester. You'll do your city training, which is your training to work with subjects, human subjects, for research. You'll get that done. You'll take an APA quiz. And then you'll do 9 application assignments. And what those application assignments are opportunities for you to take the information we're learning about and actually do something with it. The thing about research is that it can be very abstract, and unless you're actually practicing how to go about identifying samples or looking at qualitative data, it's really hard to understand and to master. So that's why I have these application assignments for you to do, is so that you can actually have some practice. You'll do an annotated bibliography, which will focus on different types of research, quantitative, qualitative, mixed methods, single subject, and a meta-analysis, and that will be a reference and then a summary and a reflection, and that will set you up nicely for your final research paper. You'll have a draft due and then that paper. We'll talk about that as we get closer. For now, just know that that's kind of the culminating assignment for this particular class. The assignments are broken down, and you can see that they are listed on the descriptions on the syllabus. There is also kind of a rubric that breaks down the point values, and if you go onto Canvas, you will also see some exemplars of papers from the past. Those are papers that you should be modeling your paper after. Those are great ideas for you to focus on, not ideas in terms of the topics, but the way that it's structured and the way that it's written. You'll be doing reflections on Canvas. As I mentioned, you need to have 2 meaningful interactions for the credit. The annotated bibliography, again, I lay that out for you, tell you exactly how you earn all your points. And I can't say enough that if you want to earn all your points, it's really important that you follow the rubrics and follow exactly the guidelines that I'm giving you in the syllabus and on Canvas, because I lay it all out for you. It's just a matter of you following through and making sure that you're hitting on those points. You'll do the human subject city training module. There will be directions for that. I ask you to print copies because once you get into your specialization and you start doing your own research, you'll have to submit your training with your proposal in order to do research. So that's down the road. But you will need this paperwork and this documentation, so you want to keep it and make sure you have it somewhere that you can reproduce it later on. So I need it for this course as a grade, but you will need this later on in the future. And then there is an APA quiz, as I mentioned before. Honor code, please pledge that you have completed your assignments without assistance, and you can do that right in Canvas when you submit your papers. Just put that in the comments section. If you have a disability and you need some accommodations, please make sure you've gone through Office of Disability Services and get me that paperwork. If you're not comfortable sending it via email, let me know that you need to have a conversation, and we'll figure out a time that we can meet so you can get that paperwork to me. The Writing Center is available. I don't think we'll need any sort of emergency weather notifications. We are online, so even if campus is closed, we go on. And I think that more or less covers the syllabus. I think I've hit on all the major points. I will explain the assignments as we get closer, but please always reference the syllabus. It should be your #1 go-to for information. And almost everything that's in the syllabus, I end up just kind of creating the carbon copy on Canvas. So even if you go to Canvas, you should pretty much be seeing the same things that are already outlined in the syllabus. If you have any questions, please let me know. Online courses are a little bit more challenging because I don't know if you're getting the information. I don't know how you're receiving the information. I don't know what I'm missing in terms of not telling you. So it's really important that you keep the lines of communication open with me so that I know how to best help you. So I look forward to the summer, and have a great week.